Hi, and welcome to my fourth Flosstube. My name is Paula, and you can find me on Instagram underneath the 502 Stitcher. Welcome, and thank you so much for joining me today. If you're new, I hope you like what you see and you'll stay around and subscribe. If you're a returning viewer, thank you so very much for returning. I greatly appreciate all the new subscribers I've gotten and all the love I've gotten. So thank you so very much. Today is Saturday, January 28th. Can you believe it? January is almost over. The month is just flown on by. It just feels like it was a new year, just Christmas, and it's just flying on by. Today I have quite a few finishes to show you, some whips I've been working on, some haul I bought, and then I'm going to show you something I got from Facebook Marketplace, and I need some help knowing what some of the items are, so I'll definitely show you that so you can see that and maybe help me out because I don't know exactly what all it is. I got my notes today, so I'm all organized. If you see me looking down, that's what I'm doing. And everything like that. So we'll go ahead and get started. I forgot to tell you, I'm coming to you from Louisville, Kentucky, where I live with my husband and our 3 kids. A little bit of life update. Everybody's doing fine. We're just hanging in there. Kids are, doing well with school, and my husband and I are doing fine, working and all that fun stuff. So we'll go ahead and get started and show you some of my finishes. None of these are actually like completely finished yet. It's kind of been in a little bit of a funk and not really wanted to do that. I need to get that. And then also I'm kind of debating because a couple of them are Christmas stuff. And, it's kind of hard to find things to decorate Christmassy right now because it's not Christmas. So I'm debating if I want to wait to do my Christmas finishes closer to Christmas, but we'll see. The first one is To the Moon and Back. It is from the Real Housewives Across Stitch. It's a Valentine's Day one. On this one, I did not use the call for colors. I kind of went through my stash and picked out my own kind of thing. Last time, I felt like I wasn't holding them up long enough for you to see them. So sorry if it's too long. So make sure you can see everything. The next one is Christmas Joy, and this is by Jane Fate. This was my Christmas Day start. And this is a pretty little tree. The next one is A Cup of Christmas Cheer by Pinker and Punkin Quilting. It's a free chart on her blog. So if you like this, definitely go head over to her blog and you can get that for free. And on this one, it originally was not supposed to be outlined, but I didn't like how it was showing up. I think I picked the wrong kind of fabric, really, honestly. This is 14 count Ada. It's like oatmeal, I think. I just got it from Walmart, and then I picked colors out of my own stash. I forgot to tell you on this one. This one is 14 count chalkboard black bushel. This was left over for one of my calendar crates. And then this one was on 14 count black Ada that I got from Hobby Lobby. And this one, I did not use call for colors either, and I actually kind of changed some of the little colors around on this one because it was supposed to have a little more extra stuff on it. But again, this was from Stash too. And this one is a free pattern from Salt Pepper Stitching, and it's the love pattern, the one that was for Valentine's Day. And this one is on white 14 count Ada, just from Walmart. And then the colors are DMC purples. I forgot to write it down which ones they were. But the chart originally comes in pink, or like pink red, and purple's my favorite color, so I just picked purple. with that. So I really liked how the purples looked on that. Another finish I have is the White Christmas from 2022 from Primrose Cottage Stitches. This was actually one of my 12 by 12 stitches, and I did the birdhouse. And I'm leaving it kind of in this bag because I wanted to use some of the other ones. And I don't know if after my first one, I said I wanted to do an ornament a month. So now I have 2 ornaments done for January. And this is done on a 14 count Ada. It's gray and it's from Hobby Lobby. Well, it turned out really cute. And I already got ready to start the next one. I'm debating on which one I want to do next. I'm kind of thinking Snowman, but I'm not really for sure. But again, this is Primrose Cottage Stitches, White Christmas 2022. And my last finish. I was really productive, like finishing up some of the stuff. And then I felt like the rest of the week I didn't do much nothing. This one also has a new start on it too. This one is this hands-on design season 2 celebration, and I have completed January, and then I started on February. So look at that. And on the February one, I am gonna change some colors. I don't quite like those birds. I'm kind of gonna try to make them look like cardinals. And then the greens are kind of like different too, so I'm gonna use different greens for that. And this fabric is 16 count Cosmo, and I got this from the Fat Quater Shop. And it was originally like a white color, and then I coffee tea dyed it, following Priscilla and Chelsea's directions on how to do that. So if you want to check out Stitching with the Housewives, Priscilla and Chelsea, they have a tutorial exactly on how to do coffee tea dyeing. And this is January. Sorry, it kind of bent in the thing. And then I started on February. So that's a new start. And I'm gonna, once I get those 2 done, I can cut it out and kind of do a completed finish with that, because I'm not really for sure what I want to do yet. I want something, you know, obviously I can sit out year round. And I got these metal tins from the Target dollar spot, and I'm kind of thinking of putting them on there and then do something on the top. Priscilla and Chelsea, a couple of theirs, that's kind of what they did with some, and I kind of like the looks of that. Next I'll start on my whips. The first whip I have was the Year of Celebrations that February that I showed you. The next one, sorry, my next one I've been working on is Calendar Creates the March from Stitching with the Housewives. And right now on the Fat Quater Shop, all of Priscilla and Chelsea's patterns are 20% off. So if there's anything you've been looking at, definitely head over to the Fat Quater Shop and you can save 20%. I don't have a huge start on this, but I worked on it a couple of hours this week. Now this right here is the nerd hoop that a lot of people have been talking about lately. I got this from Amazon. This is the medium, because I bought the large and the medium, trying not really know. I mean, of course, I gave a measurements, but like, you know, it's kind of hard to think about it in your head exactly what it is and what you've got. So this is the medium, and the finished chart for this one will be 7 by 7, and so that's like, you know, pretty much 7 across, and it fits in there just fine. Excuse me. I have some of the other style of the square hoops, and I'll show you. I got some of them, some of my projects, and I really like these square ones because you just have a bigger area to work on versus the circle hoop. Let's see, I got one right here. So this is a 6-inch hoop, and I'm obviously a hoop worker. I don't like to do the stitch in hand. I've tried it before, and I just can't get the tension right and all that kind of stuff. So you can like see with this, I would have to move it a couple of times instead of just a one time. I will say I do think that these square hoops are a little bit harder to get your fabric in line and kind of situated than it is with these, but that's just my personal opinion. I do, like I said, I do like the square. And they come in, and their sheets come in different colors. There's purple, which they were out of, or I would have bought. Sorry, Rose Gager. The pink, they have a blue and a tan. And then this one's real nice because it just kind of tightens and loosens right here on the top. And it's real easy to do by hand and not needing like another tool to tighten up. Sorry, my throat is dry. Got the heat burning, so this is drying everything out. The next thing I've been working on is stitching with the Housewives See Christmas too. And this one I don't have a chart of what it actually looks like, but I haven't got a ton done on it, but a little bit filled in the roof a little bit. So I'm trying to work on that. I just haven't really been in the mood. I guess because it's Christmas. I don't know. But I did work on this a couple weeks ago. My daughter was at therapy and filled in one of the houses and other ones. So. The next one I've worked on is Snowman Kisses by Primrose Cottage Stitches. Oh, I had it open. Again, this one is Snowman Kisses by Primrose Cottage. Sorry. And this is done on 28 count. I forgot to tell you another one. The City Christmas 2 is on 14 count. White, just Ada. The calendar crate's on 14 count Ada. Black. Sorry. I'll get it together one day. This is 28 count Monaco Tea Dyed. This comes in two. I bought a new one, so I'll show you exactly what that looks like. It's from DMC. And this one, it's almost done. So, again, this is Snowman Kisses by Primrose Cottage Stitches. Forgot the chart for my calendar crate. Please hold just a minute. Tell my daughter when she wants some. The next one is from a book I got at the library, The Creepy Cross Stitch. It is by Lindsay, and I'm horrible pronouncing names, I'm sorry. It's Swearingen. I'll try to get it close up so you can see. Well, so I just checked this out at my library. They have it on Amazon and all that kind of stuff if you want to look at it. And I'm doing The Lover's Grave. And if you weren't here when I showed this last time, we found this book at the library and I was showing my husband and he was kind of creeped out by it. So yeah, now I'm making it. I think it's cute. But this is what it looks like. And this one got a little bit done. Let me take out the hood so you can see. I was working on this. My daughter had Girl Scouts this week. And I was working in the car with my little neck lamp. Check out here. Little neck lamp. If you don't have one of these are amazing. I got it from Amazon. I think it was like $15, $17. But you just wear it on your neck, and it's got lights, and they do 3 different brightness levels, and then it can point right at your work. And with it getting darker, you know, so I'm sitting in the car in the dark, and you don't have to have the car running and all that kind of stuff. So, but here's what I got so far. Pretty proud of how this is turning out. It's looking pretty good. There's a lot of like kind of mixing in colors and stuff, and then to get that going. And this is done on 14 count white Ada that I just got from Walmart. I think it's DMC is what they sell. It looks really good. My next that I've been working on, this is the Fat Quater Shop temperature cross stitch along. And you can get your pattern and all the fabric and all your floss and all that stuff at the Fat Quater Shop. And in the pattern, it'll come, like, of course, this is what it's going to look like in the finish, and it's a heart. But it comes with a chart that tells you the key. And I heard on the news the other day that we're having, like, the second warmest January ever. So I haven't done very many of the cold colors. And then also in the pattern, it'll come with a chart for all of the months, and then you can write in your color, or the temperature rather, and your the color of the chart, so you kind of keep organized. And some people are like, I think Kimberly is doing her average high. I'm doing my actual high. I started doing the average high, then I was like, wait a minute, I just want to do the actual high. So that's what I've been doing. And we've been pretty warm around here, so lots of blues and greens. Not very many dark. We actually had our first coldest day at 38 the other day, which makes sense, kind of where we should be instead of being. So I haven't done, but this is 1st of January, and it's up till yesterday's point, so that's what it's looking like so far. And this is on 25 count Lagana that I got from from Fat Quater Shop. Sorry, I got that, and then I got the floss pack. They're all messed up now, sorry, so it doesn't look very good, but it comes on the back with all the temperature charts and all that stuff, or the cloth you need and all that stuff. And again, that's what it looks like so far. I just have it right now in a 12-inch hoop. I had it in a 6-inch hoop, and I was just having to move it around a lot, so I decided to move it up to the 12-inch hoop. That's what it's looking like so far. I've been kind of debating of doing one maybe for, an important year in my life, like maybe the year I got married, doing one, or doing one the year that my kids were born. Kind of debating about doing that. I don't know if they would personally care about that, but I have thought about doing one for the year we were married. Again, also too, Kimberly gives you this website link, and you can go to it, and you can go back and look at temperatures from I don't know how long ago, but I know we go back up to the 2000s. So. This next one I've been working on is Winter Wishes from Lizzie Kate. And I don't really honestly know what fabric this is. And I'll show you when part of my haul that I'm going to show you that I don't really know a lot was in that box. So I'll just show you. The paper that came with it says, sorry, and try to Google it and nothing really came up. 28 count pewter Jolene Ice Angel. So I don't really know, but I'll tell you. Being the first person, I'll show you what I got done so far with the Winter Wishes. I had a lot of bit of the snow done, but being a new person working on 28 count, and the fabric, like, it kind of moves a little bit, so I don't know if this is linen or even weave, but I haven't had that problem with the other 28 count or the 25 count Lugana. But I had my snow mixed up, and so I ended up I had all this stuff down here, and I had to pull all that out, and it took me like an hour or so to pull it out, and I was frustrated. So last night I just started on the house, and that took probably about close to 2 hours of work right here to do all that. But I got that going, so I'd like to get that done by the end of February, because March is spring, and I need to get the spring one going. Well, I have it going. It was part of my 12 by 12, but I haven't really worked on it much. Upcoming plans. Katie the Novel Stitcher, you can find her here on YouTube, or Flosstube, whatever you want to call it. She is doing a new cross stitch along call, and it's gonna be #BustBunniesSal. And what she's doing, anybody can do any kind of project that has a bunny in it, like rabbit, whatever. She is doing one from Liz Matthews, and I need to work on my confidence. I just don't think I'm good enough to do one of those patterns. Like, I need to really get over that. So I did make a purchase this week, and I'm going to show you that's something I'm going to do. And it'll be okay. But what I'm going to be doing is a pattern from, sorry, the Just Cross Stitch Along February 2023 edition. I had the subscription, so it came to the house. I'm going to have to try to fill this up because it had the patterns on the beginning. And this is called Rabbits in Winter. And I plan to do it on 25 count fabric I got from Hobby Lobby. And it is called light blue. And here's the fabric right here. I'm going to cover up part of this pattern, like I said, because and it's called, the one I'm going to do is called Rabbits in Winter. And I did pick up the DNC conversions that are listed in the chart. This is from a designer from Ukraine. Her name is Katerina, and I'm sorry, I'm not going to try to say her last name because, like I said, I'm not good at pronouncing names anyway. But so I'm going to try to hold that up for you. See what her name is. Hopefully you can see that. And again, it's called Rabbits in Winter. And I plan to start working. I think that this cross stitch along starts tomorrow, I think. So I will start on that, this week and get that going. And again, the hashtag is going to be hashtag Best Bunnies Sal. And this is, I told you the other hoop. This is the other hoop that I got off of Amazon. I got these like last year, I think. And I got a set of them. And this one, like, it has a twist one at the top versus the other one that's kind of like crank. So the nerd hoops I do think they're tight and loosen a little bit easier than these. I get it hard to show you. And what you just kind of put it in there. And like I said, I do think that the square hoops are a little more finicky and kind of harder to get everything situated versus the circle hoops. I need to do that one and this one. And I don't know, also I think last time I showed you the Cup of Christmas Cheer. I did that one in this hoop. So this is, I don't know what the sizes are in these, but I know I have like two bigger ones in this one that I have done other projects. So that was going to be, I know, definitely an upcoming plan that I'm going to do. Other than that, right now, I think I'm going to kind of concentrate on my whips, try to knock some of them out versus starting a whole bunch of new stuff. I did make one purchase from, actually two. I went on to 123 Stitch, and basically what I wanted, like I told you, what I wanted to do. I wanted to do something. I don't necessarily want to do a big old sampler. But this is what I picked out kind of as a sampler. But I have a wall that comes in right by my front door. And right now I've had pictures that I've been since we got married that my aunt gave me that were Thomas Kincaid. And well, I'll keep them because they have like their certificate on the back of them, like they're authentic or whatever they're called. So definitely will keep them. But I wanted to put something on that wall so that when you see. So I was kind of looking, and I've liked this one since like I saw this on her Floss too. This is from Hello from Liz Matthews, and it's called Quaker Gardens, and it's not a huge one. And so I'm gonna do this. The only thing is, I do not care for the alphabet being on samplers. I understand their practice and all that stuff. I just don't like the looks of the alphabet on there. So I'm thinking about, instead of doing the alphabet up here, right there, taking these down here, excuse me, and like just putting it up at the top too. And so I'm gonna do that. I did get some fabric. I plan to do it on 28 count mushroom lasagna. So I got that too from the Fat Quater Shop. Or not Fat Quater Shop. 123 Stitch, sorry. And I wanted to do it in purple. Because again, my favorite color is purple. So I was looking at the thing, and it's so hard to pick colors from a website. Well, lavender is like, I kind of like the more paler purples. So I was like, ooh, lavender, Louise, and my middle name, my mom's name, middle name, and my grandmother's middle name, my daughter's middle name is all Louise. And I was like, oh, they perfect. It's kind of pink. It definitely, kind of on the camera, it kind of looks more about purplish, but it's very pink in person. So I ordered some more. I went back on there and looked around. I tried to go to several different websites, and so I think I ended up picking a violet, something violet. So I picked that out. And then while I was on there getting that, I have a couple projects I'm wanting to do. I have the one that says like "Bless This House" or something from I think that one's from Cottage Needleworks. Sorry. And then I have a Christmas one from them that's Silent Night that I want to do. So with those being, kind of fancy houses, I went on there and bought quite a few different color threads. And I've only worked with these one time before with one of the calendar crates packs that I got from the Fat Quater Shop. I think it was a September calendar crate, and I really liked how the variegation looks. So some of these are like houses, so I was like, definitely want to try that, and I wanted to do the variegation on the Quaker Gardens. On the back, of course, she gets a thing, and since I'm doing 28 count, it's going to be about, it says 13 and an eighth inch and by 14 and 3/8 of an inch. So it's not going to be huge, but big enough, and get that, hang that up on the wall up there. I think that'll look really nice. The other pattern I did get was a Lizzie Kate. It was called Bless Our Family. I really like the Lizzie Kate, so it's like her patterns. And you can get a lot of Lizzie Kates at the 1-2-3 stitch. I know those are harder to find. They're not making them anymore. The other things I did I bought 25 count Lagana. And on this one, I had one of the first patterns that I bought last summer was I should have brought it down. Was the Hive Rules from Primrose Cottage Stitches, and it's honestly intimidated me. It's really big, but several of the floss tubers I follow, like Mrs. Jones Stitches is gonna do it, and I think I think her new floss is like the Cross Stitch Fairy. I'm sorry, but I'll try to put them below so you can go check them out. They're gonna do a sale because they all went to I went blank. Went to a retreat. There's the word. Went to a retreat that I think was from Annabelle's that Primrose Cottage Stitches went, and they're all going to do a stitch along with the Hive Rolls, and I think it starts March 1st. So no time like the present, So I decided I'm going to do it because I have the pattern, I have the flosses. I bought the floss pack from Primrose Cottage Stitches Etsy store, and I'm going to do it. I can do it. These two are going to be projects that I'm not going to let intimidate me, and I'm going to do it. I can do it. So just need to work on my confidence. The last thing I bought from them was DMC, the Craft Curls 28 count Monaco. And this is the same kind of fabric that I've been doing some of the other projects on. Another purchase I made was from Chantel. I got a couple of the ornament tags because I want to do some ornaments, and they're pretty thick. I love the smell of the laser cut wood. I got 4 ornaments, and I just got one basic size, and I kind of want to try them out, that kind of thing. And the other thing I got was a couple of the stands, and they come like this, and you have to paint them and put them together. And I did get one painted, and I'm just going to paint it black. And I'm thinking about putting To the Moon and back on this one, and then I'll put a magnet on there so I can swap them out. This is what it looks like when it's painted. And with paint, it's a little more stiffer to paint there. There it goes. It comes right out. And then if you wanted to take it somewhere, you could. And then it just pops right back in. And there you go. That. Now this last. Oh, I'll show you that. I'll tell you. Now this last thing I got. It was a Facebook Marketplace, and I got this all for $30. So I thought, or $35, I think. So it was really good. So you showed you one of the fabrics, so it had another one with it, and then there is 3 pieces of this brown, and that one just has 28 count Jolene Angel of Hope, and I guess it's like a fat quarter, pretty big, and then these are all pretty old, like styles, a whole bunch of this one still has a tag on it. Little bitty ones. And then also there was I don't really know what this is, but it's a little tray there. This one came with a magnet, and it's got like a magnet magnifier. I guess you could slide on your charts. I'm not for sure what that piece is. Other little magnets, the magnet roller. And then this one says a needle holder card. Not really for sure what that is. I guess you put your needles on the magnet. A little magnifying thing with I guess you can wear it around your neck or stand it up. It don't really bend or nothing, but it's got these little feet on it. This was a bead caddy organizer. Um, a bead number. It has $1.50 from Michael's. And there's a date. I don't know if these are actually a date, but it has 96. So this might have been purchased in 1996. I'm not for sure. Couple beading needles. Some other little needles in there. I think it's kind of funny. This one is cross stitch fabric from Target for $1.96. It's 14 count Ada. I don't ever know of Target carrying cross stitch fabric, so or Ada or anything. So there you go. Here's another pink 14 count Ada. This one is a value pack of from Hearts. I don't know what Hearts is. I'm assuming one time it was some kind of local craft store. It was $2.59 for this big old piece. If only the prices were that cheap this now. That's what I need help with. This one is from Frank's. I do remember Frank's going there as a kid. It was $1.49 for 11 count Ada. This one was $1.71 Ada 14 count, kind of a blue color. This one was $1.74 at Walmart for 11 count Ada. And I don't know how long it's been since Walmart put tags on things, so that's pretty old. Here's another one from Frank's for $1.49, 11 count Ada. This one is from a Target for $1.69. It is 14 count Ada on blue. Another one from Target for $1.69. 14 count blue Ada. 14 count Ada for $1.49. I don't know where these came from. Might be in Frank's because that one kind of has the same kind of tag. So that's 3 14 count Adas. This one is from Frank's too for $4.49. It was a button and bows cross stitch kit. A little bunny on something. Here is one for 99 cents at Frank's. It's 14 count Ada. This one is a kit that was for $3.99 for another little stitch pattern. Here is one. It kind of looks like an oatmeal color. See, it doesn't say what count. Oh, 14 count. This is called Flax, I think is what it says, for $2.49. Now, if only the prices were this cheap now. This one is another 14 count Charles Craft. Don't have a price tag. And this one is 14 count Ada, $2.49. Now, this is where I need your help. I have no idea what this is. It is called Tearaway Waste Canvas, and I have 3 different ones. This one is the Charles Craft one. It was 89 cents. These 2 are from Walmart, and they're both the same thing. It just says Tearaway Waste Canvas too. I have no idea what Tearaway Waste Canvas is. So if you have an idea, please help me out and tell me what that is. I have no idea. Sorry, this is why I'll put this on. There's one last thing I wanted to talk to you about. Just for fun, I was keeping some yearly numbers. I thought it might be fun to look back on what I do for the year. For my yearly numbers, I have 6 finishes, which you saw. 2 of them were new starts that I finished. 5 were whips that I had done. Well, that doesn't matter. I must have done something right. Well, let's put it this way. At least 4 of them were whips because 2 of them were new starts. And 2 of those finishes were 12 by 12. I did have 4 new starts. 2 of those were finishes. And I have currently, if I count it right, 20 whips currently going right now. So that is what so far this year I've done. So hopefully by the end of the year, I'll have lots and lots and lots of finishes and not so many whips. Because like having all those whips, which is great. If you have a ton of whips, that's great. You do you know. But I just don't want a ton of whips. Looking at that big old stack of whips kind of makes me anxious. So. Well, I'll let you go. Thank you so much for joining me here today. I hope you enjoyed this Flosstube, and I hope you'll subscribe if you haven't subscribed yet. So I think last time I looked, I had like 161 subscribers. So thank you so very much. I do think a lot of people came over from the Stitcher Stash group. If you have not checked out the group, definitely go over there and head out to Facebook. It's like SYS 2023. Basically, there's no rules, but basically they want you to kind of be more aware of what you got. Kind of stitch from what you have in your stash. It's from Alicia at the Flamingo and Jessica at Sweetwater Stitcher. They started that group. And like I said, there's no rules. You can go out and buy everything underneath the sun if you want it to, or you can just work on your stash. So I have, quite a bit stashed. I don't have a lot of fabric. Well, now that I got this, but so I'm hoping to stitch a lot more stuff from my stash versus going out and buying, but of course I'm still going to buy. So anyway, I hope you have a wonderful day, a wonderful 2 weeks, and I'll see you back in about 2 weeks. So thank you very much. Bye.